Hey guys, Geoffrey here, and I am back. Sorry that there wasn't a video Thursday. It was partly due because I was just so busy with my company, and I'm also part of a Christian band now. So we've been writing a lot of demo material, so I was busy with that too. But it is Logic Tuesday. Obviously, it's Monday at 11:24 p.m. But I'm recording this video ahead of time, so you guys will get it for sure. In this Logic tutorial, we're going to go over the drummer track. So let's go ahead. We got a blank session here in Logic. We're going to go ahead and choose the drummer. We're going to create a track. So drummer is pretty much a mixture of audio and MIDI. So this is what the drummer track looks like. We'll just stick with one region. Play real fast. Right. So with drummer, you can choose rock, alternative songwriter, and R&B. Right, rock, you can choose the different drummers. For example, Kyle, influenced by modern rock, comfortable with most genres. You can change the drummers. Right? Let's do Jesse real quick. Hard rock bands and funk pioneers, right? Okay. Then you obviously, got your different kits. Keyword kit. You can the Brooklyn kit, Detroit garage kit. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll explore different of the other sounds. So this is what that sounds like just by messing with that. So the first thing you notice that drummer is attached to the edit window. So when you click on the drummer track, it brings up this. And each drummer has different presets, and you can change the drums. So the presets are different types and syncopated rhythms and stuff like that. Beats, right? So broken glass, you can do crowd control, lights out, and it changes it. You can see. That's Mercury rising. We'll do mic check. But if you don't like any of the presets, you can make your own. For example, if you don't like the hi-hat, you can change it to cymbals, and it sounds like this. And if you think it's too complex, this is what it sounds like. If you think it's too complex, but you like the loudness, you can just move it to the middle, and that sounds like this. And the good thing is all of these changes happen in real time. Right? Or, for example, if you're looking for a song intro and you want a lot of toms, well, you can click toms, move the fills down just a little bit, and go to 2 for the toms. Right? And it'll sound like this. So that's pretty cool. The drummer track is really versatile. We can change a different kit too, just so you can, see what kind of sounds you can get from the different kits. So here's a SoCal kit. It sounds like this. You can turn the fills up. Okay, so that's kind of what it's set up to do. You can either go loud all the way and in the middle, loud and simple, loud and complex, soft and complex, soft and simple, complex, or simple, right? So you can come up with a bunch of different drum sounds, and this is good for demos, this is good for instrumentalists. We'll go ahead and I'll show you a cool feature. We'll create 2 drummer regions, right? Each drummer region is controlled independently of each other unless you have the whole tracks highlighted. So if I select this track, I can go to Logan, and I can do loud and simple, and do nothing but toms for like an intro, right? we'll go ahead and do right there. And then for that could be an intro, and then this could be a chorus. So we'll do loud and complex, and we'll do hi-hat. No, we'll do cymbals. So they're two different drum sounds, and it sounds really good. This is good for instrumentalists or like guitarists. If you release instrumental CDs, you can come up with chorus parts and verse parts. So let's say this could be a verse and this could be a chorus, right? So it would sound like this. So that's cool. And another really awesome feature is if you're playing halftime, you can play the drums at halftime, right? With this feature. And you can do it 2 times the normal speed. Right. So we'll go ahead and do halftime for both of them. And that's what this sounds like. At 120 beats per minute, so it's really playing at 60. So let's say you don't like that, you want it to be a little softer but more complex. You can bring it down to there and bring it over. Or you can bring it right there. And see how that sounds. And the cool thing about I can't do it right now because I don't have time to go in far in depth, but the next video in the Logic series is going to be covering basic recording with the drummer track. This little follow button right here gives you the option to follow a track. So let's say you record a guitar track and it's a certain rhythm and you like the drum part and it's on time, but you don't feel like it fits in. So let's say you just create drum track, right? If you select follow, you can choose the track to follow so it will match the syncopation and rhythm of that track. So you can do a lot of things. So we have mixtape. We'll do Paper Hearts for the intro, complex, toms, and right, 2 times, and the chorus will stay there, and we'll do halftime. So that's what this sounds like. So say you don't want the snare in there. Say you just want toms. You can do complex and loud and do a lot of fills. So the drummer is really, really awesome. And I haven't done it yet, and I'm gonna experiment. But I'm pretty sure you can put external drummers in. In fact, as long as it uses basic key mapping for drums, you can use third-party sample libraries with the drummer. So we're going to test that right now and see if you can do it. Right? We'll go ahead and go to East West, play stereo. We'll go ahead and go to Storm drum kit. We'll do the black kit. And as far as I know, as long as it uses basic MIDI mapping for the drums, it'll work. We're about to test that theory to see if it actually sounds good. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm doing it with you guys. Okay, let's throw in some cymbals and a kick and a snare and see if it actually does it. Say we want just toms at the beginning and a kick. We'll kick the toms up. This is independent. So it does it for the most part. Like I said, as long as you use basic MIDI mapping, you're good. So we'll go ahead and go with the SoCal kick. Back in. It sounds like this. You can tell the differences. I actually prefer the Logic kits better for this. But it has its advantages. If you have a really great sounding third-party sample library that uses MIDI mapping, basic MIDI mapping or key mapping for drummers, you should be able to use it. Obviously, you just saw it work. So that, my friends, is the drummer track in Logic. Very versatile. It doesn't have to be the same part all the way through. You can do build-ups, drop-offs, anything. So if there is anything that you wanted to know that was not answered in this video, just let me know, and I will answer it in the next video. Just comment below, message me, whatever. Production Music Tutorials or TUTS on Facebook. It's one of them. Facebook.com/Production Music Tuts or Tutorials. And obviously on YouTube. So that is it. And I will see you guys on Thursday. And remember, if you're not living on the edge, taking up too much space. Later.